Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. Today we're going to see how to add a footer that basically reveals itself. So if that sounds like anything interesting, just grab your favorite beverage, hit that like button, and let's jump right in. Okay, great place to start as usual is to have a look and see what are we hoping to recreate. So you can see as we scroll up here, the footer doesn't move. The footer stays in the same place while the content all shifts up until it gets to its place that it's supposed to be in, and then it just sits there ready as it should be, if we can put it that way. So content all scrolls, footer stays in place until it's in place, and then it stays and it looks cool. All right, so let's see how we can do this. First thing we want to do is we want to go and create a new page so that we can just build out that. Okay, so we got a footer reveals demo, and I'm going to use the Divi builder. Okay, once that is up and running, you can see I'm using Divi 5. So I did not get the 3 columns or the 3 tabs that you usually get prompted with the build from scratch, build with pre-made layouts, and build with AI. But instead, what we do is when we're going to add a new layout in Divi 5 is we just click on the plus in the top left hand corner here. So there we just click pre-made layout, and I want to look for that same Divi layout that I was using in the demo, and there it is right there, Divi Seafood Restaurant. And I'm going to click on that, and I want to use this landing layout, so I just hit use this layout. If you're watching this video and you're actually not sure what we're using here, we're using the Divi theme, and you can get yours quite easily by just clicking on a link in the description. Okay, that is up and loaded very fast, I might add. It's the power of Divi 5. And so if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see that my footer is here, but my footer actually scrolls with the content. Now this is different to how it is in the demo, where the content scrolls up, but the footer stays stationary. Okay, so why do we do that? Well, we want to take this footer. For me, when I work on these, I want to take the footer out of the content, out of the page, and I want to put it into the theme builder. So how do we do that? Well, you click on these 3 dots here, and you just say save to library. Then over here, you just give it a name, footer, right? And you just say save to library. So I'm not going to save it now because I've saved this previously already. But those are the only steps you really need to do. You have the other options. If you're making use of Divi Cloud, you can save it to Divi Cloud, and then you can use it across many different sites. But we just want to use it on this one site, so we're not going to save it to Divi Cloud. Okay, so once that is done, I'm just going to then delete this, and I'm going to say save draft. Actually, I'm going to say publish. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to hit exit. And I'm going to go back into my pages. All right, let's jump into the theme builder. So if you jump into the theme builder, if you're in your dashboard, you go to Divi theme builder, and then you should be given a screen like this. Now, I have many different templates created here already. That is why you see so many. But if this is your first time coming in, or you just haven't done it yet, you should only see these 2, the default website template and add new template. So for this tutorial, I'm going to add a new template, but if this footer is going to be the same footer across your website, you can always just add a global footer. Okay. The process is the same. So you also build a new template. The only difference is I'm going to say specific page. I only want to, oh, it doesn't have my page registered yet. Footer reveals demo. So I just need to refresh this page quickly. Okay, it's refreshed. I'm going to say add new template, build, and specific pages, footer reveals demo. Okay, that's the one that I want. And I want to say create template. All right, so now we are on the same page. So you have a default website template, add global footer, and this one. So from now on, it'll be exactly the same process. So if I click add custom, I want to build a custom footer. And once that opens up, I just want to add a new section, then go add from library, and it'll list all the different ones that you've saved to your library over here. In my case, it's just this one at the moment. So I'm just going to click on that. And then I'm just going to say use this section. Okay. Once that is up and loaded, I'm just going to delete the previous section that was here when we first came in to the template, just so that I can push all of my footer right to the top. Okay, let's save this. Let's exit and then just save these changes. All right, once that's done, I want to find that one and let's go and view it on the front end. Okay, if we scroll down to the bottom, you can see there's our footer, but that awful looking thing that we had earlier underneath it, that's gone because this is now being registered as our actual footer. All right, but the problem that we have here is that if you scroll, you see that the footer is pretty much sliding up and down with the content. We don't want that. We want the footer to stay put and the content to slide over it so that it can reveal the footer. Okay, so if we jump back into the theme builder, let's jump into the template. And we go into the section settings. We go advanced, we go position, and we go -1 for the Z index. So the Z index, basically the lower the number, the further back the content will be. So in this case, like if we're giving this footer a -1, that means that we're now putting the rest of the content of the website on top of this footer. So it'll be in front of it. As we're looking at the screen, it'll come and it's like taking a page and putting a page over the screen in front of you. The content will lie behind the screen or behind the page. Okay, so let's see what does this do. Save that, go back to the front end, and we've refreshed that page. Okay, it did nothing. Now, why is that? Well, we haven't really told it to be anywhere. So the next thing we want to do is once we hit that minus, we're going to hit scroll. And over here, we hit stick to bottom. And what we're going to what that's telling the footer is that at all times, I want the footer at the bottom part here to be stuck to the bottom of the screen at all times. So let's hit save. And let's go to the front end. Scroll up a little bit. Hit refresh. And there we have it. You can see now the footer is staying in place. All right. But it's not working as it should. Now, that is very likely only a problem on my screen, but you might run into the same kind of issue. So it's good that we see how this works. All right. If I go back into the theme builder, remember we went into the position and we hit the -1 here. All right. Now, there's a likelihood that that -1 might be overridden by some other setting somewhere else on the page or on the website. So in my case, because I have so many, if I save this quickly and exit, because I have so many different templates here, it's very likely that I have a Z-index setting in one of these templates that's affecting this. So what we can do to overcome this issue is we go back in here, we go to our section settings. So I'm in my section setting, I go advanced, I go custom CSS. So in my custom CSS, I'm just going to say I want the selector. All right. And in the selector, I just want to make my Z index -1. Okay. That's what we said when we did the settings in Divi itself. But on top of that, I just want to give it an important tag. All right. So now I'm telling it that no matter what, I don't care who's saying what, you always do this, right? This is set to an important. So I want you to make sure that this is the way that you do things. All right, let's save that. And let's see what difference does that make on our front end. Okay, there it is. It's now sitting behind our content. So if we scroll down or scroll up, however you want to term this, you can see the footer is staying put, but it's revealing as we go up. All right. So that's basically how you can reveal it. We're pretty much done. And if that's the only thing you wanted to do, then consider this complete and you can stop watching the video. But if you recall, on our demo, we had this little effect going where we had the rounded corners at the bottom. Now, for me, that fits quite nicely in this kind of design. because it also gives it this cool effect at the back there, as if this is really floating. So let's have a look if we can do that. Now, to do that, we're going to have to jump back into the page. So if we jump into that page and we just go here and we go edit with Divi. Okay, once that opens up, we just scroll right to the bottom and we look for the very final section. Got that section. We then go to design, we go to border. Now we want to give this a border, but I don't want all of them to have this. I only want the bottom two. So I'm going to make this quite a big number here so that we can see how it works. Let's go 125. All right, and then I want 125 on the other side as well. So this is a big number. I'm not sure if this is really going to work. We'll see how it goes. All right, so yeah, let's hit save. And let's go see what this looks like. All right, scroll a little bit up so that we don't have the footer showing. Let's hit it there. And let's scroll now. And there we go. There we have our circles. All right. So that's looking quite cool. Now you can clearly see how the background falls in there. And so, oh, what happened there? Oh, let's go like that. There, the circles are, and then the circles just disappear. So they're not quite working, right? Ha. Well, what it actually is that the circles are always there. The rounded corners are always there. But what's happening is that as this moves into the previous section where it's supposed to be, it's just filtering back into the white background of what that section is. Okay, so for us to overcome that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to jump back into our theme builder. And we're just going to do a little bit of margin settings here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to jump into our section settings. And we want to go to, actually no, let's jump into our row. So our very first row settings, let's go to design. Let's go to spacing. And for margin, let's push this down 200 pixels. Okay, so we've pushed it down 200 pixels. So now we've got a lot of space to play with. All right, so let's now jump back into our section. So on Divi 5, it's quite easy to navigate through the different things, as you can just click at the top here because you got the breadcrumbs. But I'm in the section settings, design, I'm gonna go spacing, and for the margin, I now want to give it negative 200. And so it's basically gone back to the same place. But what the difference that it's done now is it's moved the background up 200 pixels. All right, while we're keeping these looking like they're in the same place, we've got the same spacing for the top here and all of that. The background itself has shifted up 200 pixels. So let's see what that does in the front end. If I save here and we go back to the front end and we refresh. Oh, that's not the right one. We want this one. Too many tabs open. All right, we refresh and we scroll, we scroll, we scroll, we scroll, we scroll, we scroll. And I'm finished scrolling. I cannot scroll anymore. And you can see there our background is now showing quite nicely. All right, so the background now has gone up, as I said, the 200 pixels. So it's probably coming up to about here, I would think, somewhere around here. And it's covering up all of that space. And it gives you that nice, cool effect over here. All right, now if you want to go one step further, I don't know how many more steps you can take, because I'm sure there are many. But if you want to go one step further here, you can also go and back down to that last section, and you can even add in a box shadow. So let's see which box shadow would look quite cool. Let's go with this one over here. No, that's not going to work because it's got it at the top as well. So let's go with this one here. All right, because we only want it to be at the bottom and we want it to show there. What color do we want to make this? Let's make it a white background. And just give it a bit of transparency, maybe like 0.6. Yeah, let's just try 0.6. Let's hit save. Let's go back to our front end and refresh. Okay, we scroll, 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 and you can see there, it gives you that little bit of a shadow. Okay, you can also, if you want, you can make it a darker color, but I'm not sure how much it's going to pop on the darker color. But let's have a look and see. Okay, so let's make it a black color. Let's just make it black, solid black, and see what that does. Save. And there we go. And let's refresh. And there you go. Yeah, it gives it a nice cool shadow effect. Alright, so there you go. That's how you can quite simply put in a footer with a revealing effect. So it's basically like a bottom, sticky bottom footer, and then the content reveals the footer as it scrolls up. So I hope you find this quite helpful and that it makes a bit of a difference for you and you can use it in some kind of project coming up. And if you do remember to come back here and just share that in the comments, how you used it, and let us all go take a look and we can see and learn from each other. And if you do find this helpful, remember just to hit that like button below, because that truly helps me to motivate me to continue going. And I'm constantly still learning about Divi, and I enjoy quite sharing these new tips, tricks, and tutorials. So be sure to subscribe so you can join me on this journey and ensure you don't miss out on what's coming next. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.